Who is Bernard Goonting? This person came to my attention because they put the exact same question list on a different video that I happen to be watching that they did on my video. Literally just copy and pasting what they already said. Wow. Talk about lazy. Who is Bernard Goonting? Well, a quick Google search actually gave me the answer really quickly. Now, I don't think that this is going to be pointing out anything that should remain hidden. Like I haven't like dug in to find this information or anything, so I don't think that this is like, you know, revealing something that I shouldn't reveal. Hopefully not. Yeah. Anyways, so here's his LinkedIn profile. There he is, Bernard Goonting. Yeah. So that's him. There's his picture. You know, a guy with stripes on. And his YouTube channel has the exact same photo. So there's his photo, the striped shirt guy. There you go. That's him. So definitely the same guy. Let's see. Here's the comment that he left on my channel. Let's get that a little bit bigger so we can see this nonsense. So here's all these questions that he answers. He doesn't even bother to let you answer them. He just, here's the questions and here's the answers. Isn't that nice? Question: is the natural universe or nature eternally old or must have a beginning? Answer: to be eternally on, blah, 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 blah. Nothing we haven't seen or heard before. Now, let's go to the other video where he says the exact same thing on Almost channel on her video. Has nothing to do with this video, by the way. His comment has zero to do with my video, has zero to do with this video. He didn't bother to watch our videos. Why would he? He's got this to copy and paste. And this, he admits, this is what I do. Bring in bright, radiant light of scientific reasoning. You wouldn't know what scientific reasoning was if it bit you in the butt. And logical thinking. You wouldn't know what logic was if it smacked you with the 2x4. To the dark, backward, brain-dead realm of ignorance and fantasy. That's the realm you live in, Bernard. In fact, you give the name Bernard a bad name. I demand you change your name. Bernard should be a smart person's name. What is atheism? Atheism is the rational, blind faith belief in the scientific impossibility that either nothing created everything or that everything created itself. Oh, well, no, that's not what atheism is, and you're a nitwit. But he's not done. Oh, no. Here he is on Atheist News. There he is. And all I had to do was post exactly what he posted into Google, and, you know, it's like, oh, there he is again. There he is. Good old Bernard. Posting the same exact thing as he did before. Is the natural universe eternally old? Blah, 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 blah. Here's the answer. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Hey, look, I know that person. Oh, where'd they go? There they are. So, 3 Gwynwell? I don't know what that believes. So, yeah. Atheist News. I know that person. So, same exact thing over here, because he's got, you know, this is what he does, I guess. But it gets better. Oh no, it gets better. Wait. I've got more. On the good old Krev.info website here. Because, you know, I mean, that's where you want to get all your stuff from. He posted this little comment. What amazes me is the faith that the Moi boys, really, if you're gonna meme, I mean, that's not even a very good word to use. Moi, like, it's what amazes me is the faith that my boys, or like It's not muy. What are you even trying to say here? Anyways, put in fossils. Fossils are bones of dead things in dirt. It's not a record, but they believe it is. Fossils prove nothing other than that the animal died, but they believe it's someone's granddaddy. I'd like to ask evolutionist devotees, say you find a fossil in the dirt tomorrow, show me exactly, point it out to me which part of the bone proves the animal evolved. Then stand back and watch the confusion ensue, I guess? Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. But wait, there's more. It's not found in any store. Here's a bunch of his posts on Facebook. Uh, Basically just him saying stupid stuff. Um, you know, uh, what's observable and testable, and that's not evolution. Actually, it is, but he's just wasting time. And so what blah blah blah. Here's some more stuff. Blah blah blah. He's like, oh, but what about this? See this motor? That's designed. So evolution designed, or and this poor guy or girl called Here's the Evolution, trying to answer his question, and him just being thick as a brick. So yeah, that's a lot of stuff there. All right. So who is he? Well, he's a creationist. That's fine. I don't care. Well, I kind of care. The problem I have is when you've been reduced to being a bot, a human bot, all you're doing is regurgitating the same thing that you've already regurgitated. So simple that all I had to do to find what you said is Google what you said and find every bit of you that there is to find. That's not a good thing. Like, I would highly advise you do not use your real name, and especially if you're looking for work or whatever, because that could don't anyone mess with that. I think that stuff is wrong, by the way. That trying to get somebody in trouble with work for whatever they said online. I think that stuff is stupid and wrong and shouldn't be done. But to make it so easy to find you is not wise. I'll leave it at that. I just think it's very unsafe, unwise. So that's my bit of advice that you won't listen to, Bernard, because you're not going to listen to any of this video. You're just going to post your questions again, and this time I'm just going to not answer them. In fact, I think that I got to do something I hate to do. I hate to do it, but he's so robot-like. I just don't see any other reason to keep going with this. I think I'm gonna have to block him. I'm gonna give him one chance to not be a robot. And if he can be human towards me, then I won't block him. But if he starts to be robot, I'm gonna have to block him, because and I would say if he appears on your videos, and don't be surprised if his questions appear on your videos, don't even bother with them. I usually don't say that. I say interact with people. People, you never know that they can change. Don't give up on anyone. This guy is a robot, though. That's the problem. He has become a robot. So at this point, you have to make him human again before you could give him a chance. And I'm not sure how to do that. But if you want to spend your time on him, that's up to you. I don't know. I'm just saying I would. I don't know. Block him. Yes. I will. I will submit to the mob authority. No. Yeah. Even that. Unless you're a robot. See, the thing is, now that he's a robot, he can continue to hit his thumb because it's a robot thumb and it's not programmed to feel. And so the robot doesn't have to know not to hit its thumb. It just has to hit the nail well enough to perform the job at hand. I'm not sure why you would give a robot a thumb if it was just hammering nails. But it, anyways, so this was just kind of a small expose, I suppose, of this guy Bernard Goonting and the typical. I don't even know what to call it. The mindset of the creationist is, well, I've only really interacted with a few, so it's, you don't want to paint with a broad brushstroke, but when you've intertwined denial of reality with your beliefs, it's gonna make everyone look at you like you're nuts. And what's weird about that is that actually encourages you to keep thinking that you're right. Like, people telling you that you're wrong all the time can actually encourage you to think that you're right. It's really weird. Our brains are really just weird. So if there was a designer, it designed us such that our brains would be easily manipulated, I guess. Like, I don't know. It's just I wouldn't be so irritated if it wasn't the same set of questions and also providing the same answers. Like, if you're gonna ask a question, like, the whole point of a question is to find out something new, right? It's not just to answer your own question. I mean, and you've got a YouTube channel there. Just post your list there. Like, make a video and post your own list there and leave the rest of us alone. You know, we'll go see it. We'll see it. We'll comment on it. You'll get your interaction. You'll get your notice. But the thing is, you won't learn anything. I don't think you want to learn anything. I think that's the thing with a lot of these creationists is they don't actually want to have answers to their questions. Like, they'll ask the question, but they've heard the answer or they've read the answer, but they don't care. Like, they just, yeah, that's nice, but that doesn't explain this. Like, well, okay, sure, you spent hours explaining how you have blood before you have, like, how do you have blood before you have a heart? That doesn't make sense. How do you have a heart before you have blood? That doesn't make sense. And it's like, yeah, because that's what doesn't do what that doesn't, like, they think like they evolve separately or something. Like, I don't know, and this common, all too common, oh, you believe the universe came from nothing. No, I don't believe anything about the universe's origins. I don't know. I don't have any idea. I have zero beliefs about how the universe was a thing. I don't know. Stop telling me what I think and believe. It's really annoying. You mean fanatic? Yeah, well, and I'm doing good, Johnny. Been a while since I've seen you, by the way. We need to do a thing. What? Oh, okay. Because I don't want this to just be me ranting. Well, yeah, I kind of do, but why not we just go over these pointless, and they're assertions. They're not questions. We're not going to pretend that they're questions. These are assertions, and we'll go over them because that's that's what I'm doing, I guess. And I gotta find the comments again. Oh, here he is. Yes. All right, here we go. Here's the thing. All right, here's the. No, almost played myself saying "converted man." Man, I'm loud. I'm so glad that nobody but me has ever pointed out that I'm kind of loud. Anyways. Yes. Well, obviously. Obviously, the universe was made by Santa Claus. I mean, duh. So, yeah, my God. is the natural universe or nature eternally old? Now, if you were actually asking that question, which you're not, but we're going to pretend like you are, I don't know. Maybe. uh, there is a problem, though, of course, and that is that when there isn't time, like, then there, like, you can't really, like, how to, like, there isn't anything to even talk about. Like, it can't be, like, what do you mean by eternal? Eternal is like, uh, it never had a beginning and never has an end, right? Which is basically eternity, or eternal is essentially an infinite in both directions. Like, it didn't have a starting point and it has no ending point. So it's interesting to me that apologists like to say that infinity is impossible while at the same time maintaining that an eternally existing being is not impossible. It's like, well, which is it? Why can you have one but you can't have the other? I don't know. I'll just do some a bad MS Paint drawing to illustrate what I'm trying to say here, I guess, because that's, you know, that's a thing, I guess. I don't know. I mean, yeah. Okay, so let's see. All right, so we're gonna have a really shanky timeline. Oh my God, this sucks. This is us right here. You know, let's see. All right, here we go. Yeah. All right, there we go. There's me. Yeah, I'm awesome. Yay. All right, and then, like, at some point I didn't exist, but my molecules did, I guess, or whatever. Like, it's kind of weird. Like, if you think about it, like, I was just like a bunch of molecules at some point because I wasn't even a thing yet. And then, like, I keep going backwards, then, like, those little molecules were, like, not even molecules, they're like little atoms. And then, like, you go back further, and I don't know, at some point I don't know what the bleep's going on. But anyways, then you got time, and so you got this, like, what we call, so T is going to be, let's just write time, okay, because T is time. And yeah, yeah. All right, so there's no time before this. Like, this is the beginning of time. And so, like there, like, what's this? What the bleep is this? Like, what do we call this? Like, is what is that? You can't say before because that doesn't make any sense. So, like, what is it? Like, what is it? Not. It's not. Like, is there anything there? Is there? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. That's some scientist somewhere is trying to, like, they got their beaker, and that kind of looks like an upside down mushroom. Anyways, they got their beaker, and then they're like, they're like being all like, oh look, I'm a scientist, and, like, I'm trying to figure out shit, and, like, yeah, and, like, I got, like, math on the board, and like, I don't know, something to do with pi or some stuff, and, like, I'm trying to figure it out, and one day I'll figure it out, maybe, but maybe not, and, like, and then, like, meanwhile you've got, like you've got, oh man, I ran out of room. Yeah. I guess I gotta erase that. Oh well, like, but then the person's like, oh no, God. See, God's always existed, like, because that's okay. It's okay for God to always be, because God can break all the rules. Like, so God's like, he's not infinite. Like, he didn't have a start. Um, and so he's always been okay. So, but you can't have a thing that's infinite, which is just like, you have infinity, right? But you can't have infinity because William Lane Craig's like, no to that, and then, like, but this is fine, you know. Um, but this isn't, like, why, why? Anyways, so that's the answer to his question of eternally, whatever it was. I forget now. Oh man. This is great. This is comedy gold. This is what this is. All right. So we don't know if it's eternally old. Like, does it have a beginning? Like, kind of. Oh my. Yeah. What? What do you want? All right. All right. And then he just says the answer anyway. So he's like, yeah, if it's uncaused, then nature has to violate cause effect, which isn't a law of nature, by the way. Like, he just makes up that that's a law of nature. Cause and effect isn't a law of nature. So you don't know that, and that's not a thing. So, anyways, the nature can violate the law of nature is absurd. Well, if that's the way it is, then that's the way it is. I mean, it doesn't have to make sense to be true. Like, you don't like it, you know, you know. Yeah, right. Yeah, he's a. Yeah, the laws of nature apply eternally. Like, how do you know that the laws of nature are always constant? Like, maybe they weren't. Maybe they evolved over time. Yeah, wow. I mean, that would require thinking. What's the next question? So nature began. Oh, okay. I was just gonna say, okay. That's not a question, by the way. Like, how do you have this statement inside of a question? Okay, so nature began. Period. Get rid of that because that's not okay. Whatever. Per cause effect, whatever begins to exist must have a cause. So he's just copying from William Lane Craig. Okay, that's fine. That also wouldn't be part of the question, so we could discard that. But what caused nature? Well, we don't know. That's the answer to that question. We don't know. Don't know. Must be God. You don't have an answer. Every time you guys don't have an answer, it must be God. What caused God? Nothing caused God. God always existed. What caused nature? Nothing caused nature. Nature always existed, but that doesn't make sense. Why not? Because that violates nature. Oh, right. So doesn't God violate nature? No, because God isn't nature. God's different than nature. So God can do the things that nature can't do. You see? It all makes sense if you just allow for special pleading. Anyways, what was I saying? All right. Was it a natural cause? I don't. Well, we don't know of anything that's not natural, so I would dare say that yeah, it would have been a natural cause. Even let's go back to horrible MS Paint drawing. Unless you vote for it right now in chat, not to happen. Next, yeah, I'm doing it anyways. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's get back to this. All right, so here's your problem. Okay, so nature is going to be N and God's going to be G, and you say, okay, well, nature, if it can't keep going backwards because like it violates nature apparently to do that, right? But you can go back in nature if there's a God who can violate nature, because God isn't nature, so therefore God can do whatever, including the impossible, I guess. And then yeah. Anyways, no, he says. I love it. He's like, here's the answer. Like, why even bother with the questions? Just say the things. Just write the thing that you think is true then. Don't even bother asking the questions because you're not asking questions. You're just making assertion after assertion here. Per the law of logic known as non-contradiction, we have to go into this? Yeah, we have to go into this. Okay. All right. Law of non-contradiction. Here we go. All right. I dare say I wonder if he knows what the other laws of logic are. Yeah, let's. Yeah, I mean, come on. We know that. The answer to that. Okay, so law of non-contradiction is The contradictory propositions cannot be both true in the same sense at the same time. So A is B, A is not B, are mutually exclusive. So A cannot be both B and not B at the same time. So there's a tautology of that. And if you put that in chat, it kind of looks like, I don't know, kind of looks like a Kirby or something. Yeah, so yeah, there he is. All right. Oh, you can't see my screen? Yeah, on there. Now you can't see it either. I don't care. Go to Wikipedia yourself. I don't care. Whatever. Anyways, where was I? I was complaining about this guy. Right. All right. So anyways, what about the law of non-contradiction now? Okay. So since nature began to exist and have a cause, well, we didn't establish that nature began to exist in the way that you suggest, and we also didn't establish that it has to have a cause. But that's what you just asserted above. So according to you, this is just how it works, I guess. Anyways, the cause of nature can't be nature. See, I said that earlier in my little drawing there. It must logically be not nature. No, that makes no sense. Why? Why would it be the opposite? See, it's not this, so therefore it's this. Well, you know what this is actually in the in logic, since you're going to bring up logic. Do you know what fallacy you just committed? No, of course not. It's an appeal to ignorance, okay? The cause is not X, even if you did establish that as being true, which you didn't. All you could say is the cause is not X. You could not say that the cause must be the opposite of X. Oh, this balloon isn't filled with air, so it must be filled with, I don't know, the opposite of air. Whatever. I got a person at my door. What do I do? I don't know. I don't know. What do I do? Do I pause? How do I? What? Do something. Do something smart, deconverted man. Think. Catapult pancakes. Catapult pancakes. Save me. There we go. Yeah. This will save me. All right. Yeah. Be sure to share the audio though. Oh God, this isn't working at all. There's audio. All right. Yeah.
Catapult pancakes loved and me, syrup and butter, they're killing me. The castle destroyed by yummy dessert. Who would have thought it could do that much hurt? They are tossing and flinging hot cakes. They bring in hot butter, hot syrup, just too much. Oh no, strawberries, that is just plain obscene. Launching this food at us to kill the queen. It all started long ago, way back when we had a show, just a small play. You see, it wasn't really that funny, but the land of the pastry to great offense, and now we are bombarded every day with flat cakes. Oh, the horror, oh, the dismay. But we have a secret plan. We built this contraption with our sticky hands. They will never recover from our awful attack. Using trebuchet waffles as they go smack. Oh, they are tossing and flinging hot cakes. They bring in hot butter, hot syrup, just too much. Oh no, strawberries, that is just plain obscene. Launching this food at us to kill the queen. It all started started a long ago, way back when we had a show, just a small play. You see, it wasn't really that funny, but the land of the pastry took great offense, and now we are bombarded every day with flat cakes. Oh, the horror of the dismay. At last we thought the war was done, piles of sweets killing everyone. But oh, to all the dismay, on the horizon coming our way, a new army has appeared, ballistic bananas heading away. Catapult pancakes loved and me, syrup and butter, they're killing me. The castle destroyed by yummy dessert. Who would have thought
it could do that much hurt? Oh yeah, I could listen to that all day. All right, that's Nazarene. So go subscribe to her now, and she did that, and that's awesome. And that's the song that I wrote, and it's she sang it, and that's really cool. And you had to listen to it because I had to deal with this stuff, and now the stuff is done. So what were we doing? Does anybody in chat remember? Does anyone care anymore? No, there's still stuff going on. Oh, bang. Oh, bang. Ah. Yeah, sorry. It's all good. All right. No, still in the background. What do we do in the meantime? Quick, somebody give me something to say. Do. What do I do? I can't believe nobody in chat's helping. You're not helping me, chat. Where was it? Oh, bleep. I lost the, oh no, I closed the, no, I didn't. Yes, I did. I closed I closed my own video. Oh. I closed the thing that I was commenting on. Oh, I'm stupid. Oh, here it is. Found it. Uh-oh. Okay, let's go back to that. Let's see where we go. All right. There, here we go. Video comments. YouTube. No, that's not the wrong. Ignore that. I know what I'm doing. We're talking about Santa Claus. Yeah, that's just why not? I don't know. What the bleep is going on here? Here we go. Okay. Let's see. Okay, here we go. I'm clicking the wrong thing. I'm clicking everything that I shouldn't click. All right, here we go. So, what were we? Oh, wait. So it must logically not be known is the actual answer because we can't know what it is from what it isn't. That's just wrong. So no to that. Or supernature. Supernature. Which we call God. Well, you call it God. We don't call it God. Without God, atheism. Wait, what? Like, wait, what? What? Wait, what? Okay, whatever. Without God, atheism, nature either begin without a cause, violating cause effect. Well, no, it might not. Again, you're assuming the cause effect is universal. You're also assuming it's actually a law of nature, which it kind of isn't. And there might be some other plausibility that we don't know about. Like, here's the problem with this dichotomy, and you might think it's a dichotomy, and I can understand it sounds like a dichotomy. It's like either it's caused or it's not caused, right? And what else is there, right? There isn't any other option. Well, this is the potential for an excluded middle. It's just because we don't know off the top of my head a third option. That doesn't mean there is no third option. So it's like caused, not caused. Well, what if it was caused like partially, like this little spark thingy was caused, but then this other thing wasn't caused, and so then it's both. Then what? What if that's the answer, right? it could be both. Both is a legitimate thing that it could be. It could also be some other thing that we don't know. But anyways, it could be both. I'm not saying that it is. Not saying it's not. I'm not saying anything because I don't make any claims about how that sort of stuff. Theists are the ones that make those claims. Typically, like every, atheist that I've interacted with, every skeptic I've interacted with, we don't make these sort of claims. Like even the scientists that I talk to about this stuff, like it's largely unknowns and based on possibles and probability, and we don't claim to have even a theory regarding the ultimate explanation for all the things yet. So, and that would be in science anyways. It wouldn't have anything to do with atheism anyways. What is it? Or so this is a false dichotomy, or it's eternally old / uncaused. Well, if it's eternally old, then it wouldn't need a cause, so that wouldn't violate anything. If it's always been, that doesn't violate causation. If causation is always a thing, which it might not be. So you saying again that this violates cause and effect just proves that you don't even understand what it would mean to violate cause and effect, because if you have an eternally old thing, then you're not violating anything. But why is it that God is immune to all the rules? Well, because it has to be immune to all the rules that you're setting up so that it could be the explanation. Anyways, question, which isn't a question. How about believing that nature simply created itself? Right, exactly. Maybe it just is. Maybe it's a brute fact that nature just exists. Now, is it cause effect is a law of nature? I don't know. I mean, well, I mean, is it though? I mean, like if we look up cause and effect, law of nature, are we going to find a thing about it? This is where Deconverted Man finds that there's going to be a thing about it, and I'm going to feel stupid. Anyways, we're not going to look that up. We're just going to pretend it's not a thing. Well, anyways, even if it's a thing, it doesn't negate. Okay, so maybe it's a law of nature, but okay, so the cause of nature. Oh, to create something itself must exist before itself. That's logically absurd. Why? Why? I mean, why is it absurd to have something cause itself? I mean, humans cause humans. Oh, well, but the human that caused itself didn't exist before it caused itself, or what? Well, but, it doesn't. Whatever, anyways. I mean, yeah. Okay, fine. The laws of nature. I love how you just, like, it's not even a question. Okay. They both prove God. Well, they don't prove God, but who created God? Well, of course there's no creator or God. It's the thing that logically exists outside of the own creation of space, spaceless and timeless. Does a timeless God begin? No, a timeless God has never began and has no creator and doesn't exist, because there would be no place and no time for such a God to exist in. So you've just proven your own God isn't even a thing. Yeah. So. Right. Physical law. Well, at any rate, it may or may not be a physical law, but, this guy, he could say the sky is blue, and I wouldn't trust him, because it might be nighttime, and at nighttime, the sky is black. So, yeah, sometimes it's different colors. So eat that. Checkmate. Can't explain that, atheist. To be an atheist or to be a skeptic is not to assert explanation Z is the explanation. We do not know what the explanation is, and we're happy with that. By and large, I've yet, maybe there's some atheists out there that would violate this. It's possible, but I've not encountered an atheist that has ever said, well, this is how things are. Rather, it's, we don't know, and your God explanation doesn't seem like a good one, by the way. Oh, well, then you're saying that it's created by pancakes. No, I didn't say that. Well, it's got to be pancakes. How else could you explain the universe except for pancakes? You know, so it could be anything. You could insert turtles, you could insert lobsters, you could insert any word. You know, the universe is not explained unless it came from a lobster, which itself is not created and was always existing forever and is timeless and spaceless and powerful enough to create the universe. This timeless, spaceless, eternally existing lobster is what we call Laud. It's the lobster original deity, and you can learn about it in the Lobsterist. And for those of you who have already read it and are getting sick and tired of me talking about it, that's okay. There's a new Lobsterist coming out. Yes, it's been divinely revealed to me that we will have a new Lobsterist, much like the New Testament. And we'll just kind of cobble together the old Lobsterist with the new one, and then we'll make slight changes to the old one, but we won't tell anyone about it, and people will know that it's there, but we'll pretend like it never got changed anyways. And like the original Lobsters will be heathens, and the new Lobsters will be the cool ones, and like we'll undo some of the rules, but not all of them. Then we'll say like they're fine, like either way. Like we'll have like kind of a savior lobster come to offer salvation, but only to those that believe it. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Yeah, stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. If you see this guy comment, just tell him he's a lobster. Just ask him that. Just tell him he's a lobster. Question. Here's what you do. Say, cool. Question. Lobster. And then your answer will be you. There. That will be it. That's your comment. That's your response to this guy. If you see him anywhere, just put that. Lobster, you. There you go. That's it. I'm done. See ya later. And by the way, comment on this video about it being a lobster. It's kind of sad that Bernard didn't show up in chat during this, isn't it? A little bit sad. Oh well, maybe next time I'll actually have him on to talk. I doubt it, but we'll see. No, next time I think I'm having trying to set up a talk with Alpha 44. So that will be a thing. That's going to be abrasive as bleep because he's an apologist and I'm just going to let him have it. So, all right, until next time, goodbye, 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 goodbye. Catapult pancakes.